Rise and shine, Chippy. It's time for the Intel Morning Show. Okay, repeat after me. Please welcome, Alex, the tech evangelist for Intel. Alex, the blah, 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 blah for Intel. Robeytech. And the overlord and the glue that holds this entire program together. Me? I was thinking Sarah. Oh. Broadcasting live and worldwide on Twitch and Discord. This is the Intel Morning Show.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Intel Morning Show. It is I, Justin Robey, and my favorite person who isn't here, but then I got Alex and said...
Ouch.
Let's start early today. It's okay. I got you.
You got me?
It's a long show. I got you later on. Good morning, guys. Great to see you. It's been too long since we last all have a good time on Fridays, but we are very glad to be back, and we have a lot of great to share with you guys. If I can be able to speak the English language correctly, I promise I just need to warm up. I had a little too much coffee, but we'll figure it out. How's everybody doing so far?
Hopefully you guys are doing good. Everybody having a good time. What is going on? Good morning, everybody. Yeah, Alex does. All of a sudden, he does sound a little bit different, but I'm not entirely sure what happened. He sounded fine, and then I don't know what happened. But guys, we are live. Does he sound okay, right? Yeah, I mean, like you can still hear him and all that sort of stuff. But welcome to the show. It is 10:13 in the year 2023. Lots of stuff is going on. Today is a big day in gaming history. Do you know that, Alex? Today is a big day because today the Activision Blizzard Microsoft deal has officially closed, and they are now one company after 27 years. I mean, I remember when you and I were born and playing in preschool, and we, when they had just heard about this, and now all of a sudden, now it's finally happened.
It's good to be in our 20s. It's definitely good to be in our 20s today. But yeah, I heard the news this morning that the UK finally gave them the go-ahead. You can become one company. Microsoft had to do a little bit of, made the UK court halfway, did a little bit of concessions here and there, but now it's official. So I think they still have to do some paperwork and go through some things. But yeah, at the end of the month, there should be one company. If not another government or country comes and says, I object to this way.
Yep. Like that. No, it's done. It is officially happening. We actually have a little bit of Activision news coming out a little bit later on because we had Bobby Kopnick talking about some interesting stuff earlier on, but it's fine. It is what it is. But guys, we have a really great show for you today, filled with some crazy giveaways, right? Like we have a lot going on. Sarah, you want to run people through what is the magic of today's show? Like what are we giving away? What's happening and all that sort of stuff?
Oh yeah, today is the show to be on, I will tell you that. So we've got a lot. We had kind of a backlog of some giveaways that we were able to settle up and get ready for today. So we do have an Acer Predator Neo. Hang tight. We're going to go ahead and put that in chat throughout the show, but we're going to have some Assassin's Creed game codes today.
Guys, sorry about that. Sarah, you want to repeat that one more time? I was playing with some audio thing and I messed you up. So go ahead and say that again.
Was I on mute the entire time?
Yes.
Oh.
It was my bad. I totally messed it up on you. That was all me. Sorry about that.
That's okay. No, so what I was saying is probably 5 or 6 weeks ago, we did a review of the Acer Predator Neo system. So we're going to have that as a key giveaway today. And then we also, for all of our international audience, we're going to have Assassin's Creed codes. So make sure that you get in there for the opportunities to win those today. So we'll be dropping those throughout the show.
No, and actually we have it right here, guys. We actually have There it is right there, the Acer Predator. This is the one we're actually giving away. It is lightly used, just as you guys have, in case you guys are curious. So it will still come in the retail box and all that sort of stuff, but this is the one that we showed off, and you know what, it was like, you know what, we need to give this away. Not only do we need to show cool hardware on the show, we actually need to give it away as well, which I think is the right thing to do, right? Like, Sarah, I mean, we need to, we want to just, you know, you guys getting to join us and deal with our craziness. Nothing better than basically getting to give away, getting to celebrate with the community via giveaways, which is always the best of the best, in my opinion.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're trying to do the best we can, and I think it's really cool when we do the reviews and then we're able to kind of give those away. I mean, you guys tell us in chat, like, is something lightly used that we've been able to review, does that matter?
I mean, it should. I mean, does it matter? I mean, are you guys upset about that? No? I'm curious. Yes, it matters. GS Ticklestick. GS Tickle said yes. Yes, it matters. No. Okay, well, that's okay. GS Ticklestick, you don't have to enter. He's like, no, I'm just kidding. I'm totally in for his. Yeah. No, guys, we have some weird reverb all of a sudden that's happening, and so I don't know why all of a sudden it started. But we'll work on it when we go through there. I don't want to slow down the show because we have a lot to go through here as we go through today, and hopefully we'll be able to figure out what that reverb issue is. So I apologize for that. But I want to kick things off because we have a pretty packed show today. We definitely want to get to gameplay and all that sort of stuff. But we have some big stuff coming up this week, next week. Do we want to hint on that first, Alex? Because you know, before we get into, you know, there's some shows, there's some stuff happening next week. What's going on?
Yeah, there is actually a pretty cool show on Tuesday. It is a very refreshing show, hint, from a very prehistoric age. I think it goes live at 2:30 p.m., so keep your eyes out. We have some special hosts, some familiar faces, and one of our favorite people and some of our favorite people are going to be there at that show. They're going to be doing some builds. There's going to be some overclocking. There's going to be a bunch of stuff going on. Pretty cool, pretty interesting. Hopefully, we'll see. Maybe some overclocking records will get broken. I don't know what's in store, so it'll be pretty neat. I know there's builds, there's giveaways, there's a bunch of stuff. Crushing show, so keep your eyes open.
Yeah, I think it's gonna what's gonna be happening is it's gonna be, yeah. Sorry guys, I'm just trying to fix the issue at the same time, so we're just gonna leave it alone because I thought I figured out what it was. So we were basically just trying to figure out. It feels like the audio is duplicating, and it was all fine, and then it just started and it got whack. But I'm not muting people. There's no control system or anything like that. It's just all of a sudden we have this weird reverb issue, and I'm sorry that it's happening. I don't know why it all of a sudden did. But let's get into gameplay news because I think we'll kick it off from there, and then we'll go from there. Let's kick it off. Let's bump into gameplay news. The first story is actually all on you, Alex. You want to kick this off? It looks like PlayStation controller. We have a PlayStation controller aimed to make gaming easier for people with disabilities. What's going on there?
Yeah. So what's going on? Actually, Sony partnered up with Lane companies. So both of them partner up to help develop controllers for people who have disabilities. The good thing there is they're not focusing on just one type of disability. They want to make sure that this controller is available for all types of disabilities. So it takes a while to develop. They've been developing this since 2018, but they actually have finalized it. And the idea is to be able to use it for everybody. So it's a controller that you don't have to hold in your hands because some people won't be able to hold it on their hands. So you actually put it on a table, on your wheelchair. They're also making it very resistant. So like for people in a wheelchair and accidentally run it over, it will still survive. So that's pretty neat. It's also configurable for different buttons with different types of texture. So so people can configure it to make it easy for them. So this has been pretty neat. It has a lot of applications and it seems to be very successful. One of the things that they had in mind when they were doing this controller is, for example, they were giving an example. I forgot the guy's name. He was he had an accident and he became disabled. He couldn't use his hands properly. And one of the things that he did a lot was gaming. And once he got in, he had those issues with his hands. He felt like he was taken away from the whole gaming community, and he felt that he was isolated. So that's one of the things that the article touches on about, that the gaming community helps you to be, you want to be part of that community. You want to be part of that community, and as human beings, we like to be social, so we want the interaction. So building this type of controller helps all those people with disability not to be isolated, but actually become or come back to that gaming community, to be part of that community that we all feel to. So it's pretty amazing what they have done here. It's already launched, and I think yes, it will going to be worldwide available on December 6th, and it's cost $90. So it is.
Which I think is awesome, right? Like, because the other thing too is when you think about, I mean, here's the thing. Like, one of the things that I love, and I know this was actually a quote from Phil Spencer, is when everybody games, we all win, right? And like the big thing is that I like it when companies try to make gaming more approachable for any user. Whether you like the style or not, I know we have some people who are talking about basically how it looks, whatever. I still think it's amazing that you're trying to find ways for people to be able to play games, because I, as somebody who worked in game development for, 20 plus years, I remember one of the things that really got to people was, or basically hurt my heart, is when somebody couldn't play because they couldn't hold the controller right or whatever it was. Xbox made their adaptive controller. It's good to see that Sony's doing the same thing. I mean, people just need to be able to play games. It's such an incredible medium that, anything that a company can do to make it approachable. And then the one thing I really like is, like, even though it costs $90, there's a lot of subsidization that happens for these companies to help get these controllers in the hands of hospitals, etc., because gaming can also be a really great way to cope with, just some of the issues that come with having disabilities, etc. So I think this is an amazing story, regardless of whether you like the look or whatever it was. But the fact that we actually have an adaptive controller for Sony as well as Xbox is awesome, right? I think this, when we can all game, we all win, right?
Exactly. Yes, it's definitely when it was pretty interesting, because they actually the person that you see actually on that picture there, he was playing Gran Turismo with his face and his cheek at the same time. That's always like, so I have no idea how it was. I mean, props, kudos to be able to do that, and he probably could have been in Gran Turismo racing. So just to be able to do that, now to have this controller to be able to make him part of the community, it's amazing. Game for everybody. Just become part of that community. It's awesome.
Yep, I completely agree, and it's great to actually see something like that, and to have that be something that allows people who've never gotten the chance to play. The other thing too is it's actually pretty incredible. Like, I know we've had people like Larksa and these other individuals who've actually been on the Intel on Mod Workshop, and watching them play, like with things like Kinect, with pads, with banjos, with harmonicas, like beating games like Elden Ring using nothing but a fork and a fishing rod or whatever it ends up being. Like, the point is that, like, it's pretty incredible how good you'd think. You'd look at something like this, like, how do they play? You'd be amazed at how good people can be at games with things that aren't even standard controllers. So yeah, it's cool to see something like that. I personally think, anyway, and I think most people would agree. Okay, so next up on the list, guys, and this is just kind of funny with everything going on with the Activision and everything merger happening right now. We have, as part of internal meeting, basically James Corden, which I think the funniest thing about this article was the fact that they were more hung up on the fact that James Corden basically hosted this internal meeting. As somebody who worked at Microsoft, and actually had this question for you, both Sarah and Alex, have you guys ever had, like, we've had like Sinbad, we've had like individuals who you surprise you actually host like your company meetings or something like that. Have you guys ever had like a celebrity host your company meeting or anything?
Now, usually the people who will host it will be the executives, but then they will have like a star like at the end to get everybody like pumped up and everything. But there was not that I can recall of seeing a star. I mean, we had, as entertainers, as of course for a while we had will.i.am, who was our corporate director of creativity or something like that. We had Lady Gaga. We had Bruno Mars come in. We had a bunch
John Legend.
Oh yes, John Legend. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we had Train, but yeah, not like an actual host to do the whole the whole. No, that's usually done by an executive.
Yeah, so apparently James Corden, which, I mean, it's funny reading Discord chat right now, like people are like, I'm sorry. But anyway, apparently James Corden hosted this internal Activision meeting with Bobby Kotick to talk about AI. Now, I'll be honest, the thing that's so interesting is like the stuff that he talked about in this article. It makes me kind of think that Bobby Kotick doesn't know anything about AI, because he's like, man, thanks to AI, their facial animations and stuff like that are going to be absolutely insane. I think the more interesting thing and why we wanted to kind of talk about this on the show is that obviously AI is starting to make a big impact in game. One of the biggest things that I will say AI obviously does is powering things like you guys' super sampling, XE super sampling, DLSS. Obviously, we're now starting to see things where we talked about AI in Meteor Lake, and in terms of you guys having AI-specific chips, etc. Like, AI will be a thing in games. Right now, we're seeing it mostly in the super sampling, very limited in terms of dialogue writing and stuff like that from games. But I think the more important thing is that this is kind of showing that even the big top of games, Bobby, who may not fully understand what it is, like you're starting to see those people talking about AI infiltration in games as well. So, I mean, it's an interesting article. It didn't really have a whole lot of substance. It was mostly about the fact that James Corden was hosting it, and less about the fact that there was AI. But I don't know. I mean, you guys are, as somebody who deals with this from a technical marketing standpoint, Alex, AI is a thing, right? And you guys are fully embracing it as Intel.
Yes. So to answer the question, yes, we are, and with AI, yes, we're fully embracing it. It's definitely a thing. It's definitely a tool, and it's definitely something that is a complicated subject because it brings up, it empowers us with a lot of things to do. And to be cliche and to quote comics, with great power comes great responsibility. So I think that's
Wait. Okay, so are you like, when you're saying things like that, are we talking about like Skynet? Are you a little what are you implying there, Alex?
It has been booted up.
Apparently he's doing the robot. That's what he's doing. Yeah. Oh man. Okay. So yes, with great risk. Sorry, keep going. I just thought it was funny that you were talking about that level.
So there's definitely a lot that we can do, and then there's definitely a lot. Like I think the day before yesterday, I was driving. I was listening to the radio, the news. And then they were talking about how AI has helped them develop new proteins to help counteract certain types of illnesses that haven't been able to do before, just because AI is so quick to identify how to build the protein correctly. But then also you have that on one hand, and then the other hand you have all the deep fakes. So those are great tools. We just have to be very careful how we use them. From the perspective of Intel, what we're doing is, the one way to think about it is you have software and you have hardware, and you have, for them, you have to have both to work together. So a good analogy is like, we are building the roads, we are the roads. So the hardware is kind of the road. So we're building the roads to make sure that you can go fast on that car, which will be the software, and you can just drive it there. So that's what we do. We're building all this hardware so that developers and publishers can create these amazing tools and take advantage of that, and help and create more tools that will help us, be better, hopefully better human beings.
Okay. Well, that makes certain stuff. I mean, again, it's just like from a gaming standpoint, guys, it will definitely be a thing. I think right now you're seeing some pretty interesting like fights with like the stuff going on with SAG-AFTRA, even with the video game guilds, etc., in terms of where the rights belong, which is a little bit of Alex's joke about, with great power comes great responsibility, not swinging the pendulum too far one way or the other. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how it basically comes out. It is definitely a discussion, and it will. I think, Sarah, you actually had a good point that AI will morph over time, for sure. But this is definitely not the end of the conversation, and it'll be interesting to see where it goes. Now, a lot of people are asking, don't forget, if you want to get in on the giveaways like Assassin's Creed Mirage, the laptop, all that sort of stuff, make sure you join over discord.gg/Intel. That's where all the giveaways, etc., are going to be. So hopefully we'll see you guys popping over there pretty soon, because I think Matt just basically said over in Discord, giveaway anybody? So it should be fun. Next up, dude, you ready to talk about this?
Yes, actually, hold on.
Okay, I'm gonna hold on.
I'm ready to talk about that, but it was funny because the previous article that we were talking about, James Corden, that took me into a rabbit hole because I was reading it last night. It's like, James Corden, is that the guy from the Sing Car Karaoke? I was like,
yes,
oh, yeah.
that is him. Yep.
Yeah. And then it's like, oh, his show get canceled. I'm like, what? His show get canceled? What? It was like, yeah. So yeah, that just took me. Sorry, it just took me into a rabbit hole, and I kept digging, and look at my watch. It's like midnight. I'm like,
So basically, I said something just a few minutes ago, and you've been going down the rabbit hole while also maintaining the conversation we've been having here on the show as well.
Yes. Try.
Okay. Well, let's see how it goes. It says, have you used, people are talking about the other one that people are going to go before we jump into this next one. People are talking about Copilot. Copilot is obviously another example of the new AI. Used to be called Cortana, now called Copilot, recently just launched with Windows 11. It is actually apparently, I was reading some off-the-wall article that this will be something that should get better with Meteor Lake because Meteor Lake has AI processors, etc. We don't know. There's not many official, announcement of that stuff. But yes, that might be a real-world example, ChatGPT, Copilot, of AI being in everyday stuff. But enough about AI. Let's talk about sneaker PCs.
Sneakers, yes. So if you are a sneaker fan, like I know a friend of mine is here on the other side of the room, like down here, he's actually a big sneaker guy. If you didn't know, sneaker, cars, computers, awesome. You see, that's what I love. Anyway, so yes, this is a sneaker PC, and actually the story behind this sneaker PC, I don't know, Robey, you recall. This whole started, well, yes, the sneaker PC case comes from Cooler Master, but this all started because Cooler Master has a yearly world modding contest. And the sneaker PC, I think, was the one who won 2-3 years ago, was the winner of the modding contest. They liked it so much, and the reception was so great that they decided, like, you know what? Let's see if we can actually make a case out of it, make a full PC, and put it up there for sale. So they actually go ahead and did it and build one. And it's a pretty cool PC because it has a Core i7 13700K. So if you want to overclock it, you have a nice NVIDIA RTX 4070 Ti, 32 gigabits of DDR5 RAM, 2 terabytes of NVMe, and it comes with your 850 power supply. So it is pretty beefy. The price is also pretty beefy, but I mean it is a collector's kind of a piece, and also if you see it online, if you want to buy it, you got to buy it right away because it actually sells out really quickly. So as you can see, there's a lot of people who want it and also want to see it as their collection piece. So it's pretty neat.
I mean, so I actually was supposed to so we did a show with Cooler Master in partnership with Intel. Well, I don't know, man. It's funny. Time goes by so fast. It might have been a month ago, maybe sooner, but we did an 8-hour. Oh, it was on August 24th, so a little bit less than a month ago, on 8/24 for the MA824, and we were supposed to have one of these on the show. And it's funny because I was like, oh, I thought it was just going to be the case, but you actually. You can't buy the case separately. You have to buy the PC. And so this has an entire PC. You couldn't just buy the sneaker case. And apparently, taking this thing apart is actually pretty crazy. So if you were going to just try and take it apart and like upgrade it and stuff like that, that would also be pretty nutso. Now I have been told from the team at Cooler Master that this is about as much power as you can cram into a sneaker PC. But yeah, I don't know. Would you use this, Alex?
I will have it pretty much as a. Did I freeze? No, I have it as a it's as a showpiece. So I'll probably I'll have to redo my wall, but it will be nice to have it in there. But I don't know for that price. For that price, I would rather probably build my own wall PC. Those are pretty cool, pretty interesting. But
I just realized you changed your wall. You had when did Sarah? Did you approve his wall change?
Well, we've discussed where it kind of looks like he's hanging Chippy a little bit, but I think we've confirmed it's more he's sitting. But
he's sitting. He's not crucified. He's sitting.
We'll just go here.
Shelby made that comment last show. It's like, Alex, it looks like you crucified shipping. No, he's just sitting happy saying hi.
Yeah, there we go. There's full screen Alex right there, and then you can actually see there is basically Chippy being stabbed by, like, it's voodoo Chippy. It's like basically poor Chippy has been basically crushed in the corner. So you guys, if you we are going to be starting a petition. We're going to be starting a petition to save Chippy from Alex. If we want to get that vote going, let's see. I'd love to get a poll. Is what Alex is doing to Chippy considered humane? Let's get a poll going on that, and then we'll have to see if we'll have to put the jury out on what Alex is doing to poor Chippy today. People are saying yes, it is. You're getting some defense already, Alex, but I don't know. Yeah.
You didn't want to hang out with me on Dead by Daylight, so Chippy is doing that.
Poor Chippy. Oh man, you know what? That was probably the worst thing we ever did. That was probably the worst thing we ever did was let you play Dead by Daylight, because I'm starting to see these interesting tendencies for you.
Box.
Yeah, I've opened up Pandora's box in terms of what you've been capable of since then. Speaking of Pandora's box, I'm sorry, I'm gonna bring this one up because Sarah read this today, and she was Sarah, you read this article we're about to talk about, which is about basically the UK has opened a clinic for video game addiction, and there is some really interesting meat in this, but you listened a little bit to this story when I sent this over to you this morning. Tell me your initial thoughts, because I thought that was a good conversation first thing this morning.
Yeah, so it was a really interesting article, and I feel really bad. There's a few people that kind of, and we've talked about it, the monetization of some of these games where it's, you have to get the new character or the special edition that comes out for a day or two. So there's definitely some built up FOMO in there. And there were some people that really just kind of got caught up in that needed some help to have a more healthy relationship with gaming. So it was interesting that the World Health Organization is kind of recognizing that there are some extreme unhealthy forms of gaming. There's a lot that is fine. But it looks like they're starting to get some help for some of those that need to develop a more healthy relationship.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, so here's the gist of it. And Alex, I'd love it. I don't know, this is a new one, so you may not have had a chance to read it. But basically what happened is that they the clinic got referred. It was 850 people. So the UK, just giving you guys a little bit of backstory here. And so they're basically saying, hey, there's obviously an addiction issue. And I'm going to agree. There is an addiction issue when it comes to games. And where the addiction issue has really become is that people use it as escape. And they said, so there was a meeting, and they basically said, hey, we're going to fund like 300 people. And what they've seen is they've started to see this kind of grow up over time. Now, this article's a little bit older. It's about 2 months old. Now, the short of this is that really where, and there's a National Center for Gaming Disorders, so this is the NGCD. Where the bigger problem has been is in the addicting components of gaming, and specifically in the loot boxes. So this is again another loot box thing. I don't know if Alex, do you remember when this thing kind of really hit a high? The first game I remember doing it was kind of Mass Effect, and then now you have games like FIFA, Overwatch, a bunch of companies that sell loot boxes that essentially you pay to open a surprise box, and then you don't necessarily know what you get. Yeah.
There's a lot of those, and it's hard, man. Like, I remember when I was in college, I had to uninstall all my games, lock them up when semester starting, lock them up somewhere up there, and just completely forget about them, because it was hard. It was hard to focus in school and not play games. So it was like, especially RPGs. Hi, my name is Alex, and I have an RPG 100% problem.
Yeah, so again, They said between December 2021 and 2022 is like 12% of patients who played video games, most of them playing Fortnite, 10% Minecraft, which I don't know. I mean, that feels like an actual real gameplay because there's no loot boxing in Minecraft. Call of Duty, and then Roblox, which also has loot craft. But the more interesting thing, it says, of the 855 referrals, 408 were gamers, of which it looks like almost a quarter were actually under the age of 18. So really kind of the focus here was that there are some people who are using it, and really what they are looking at is like breaking down of family relationships, breaking down of social relationships, and then obviously hidden spending. And the hidden spending issue, which was actually probably more the concern specifically with this article, was around the loot crate, loot box kind of practice. And I definitely see some reactions within Discord and other channels that people are like, yeah, they have a genuine reaction to them. Do you have thoughts on loot crates, loot boxes, Alex?
Yes, I do. Hold on, wait a second. Yes, as Blondie was saying, Call of Duty, like all those stores that you see, they're like, oh, you can get this, I don't know, this attire, this character, this gun, so all those loot boxes just keep you going and going and going back in. I mean, it's hard to say no. I think, I mean, and that's also their business model, right? So it's you know, that's the hook to get you going, or also for them to, you know, it's also how they make some revenue. So it's a hard balance to do that. The other one that I was thinking is all those games that are on your cell phone, like what was it, Clash of Clans? I remember that game.
Yeah.
And then you have to go in. So those are, then you have to go in and be like, you know, oh, you have to come in and collect your coins. You have, or what was it, Farmville on?
Yep. Farmville. There's been a bunch of them, and yeah. So I know some people, guys. It's like, yes, there are some games that have gotten rid of them, but at points and times they may have actually had them before. It's just, yeah, it's kind of a, I don't know. It makes a lot of money, and a lot of people saw that with Mass Effect. It can, you know, they can make a ton of money. But in a lot of ways, like the question is that a lot of people are starting to ask is it gambling? Is one of the biggest issues. So yeah, it's an interesting scenario, and so that's where we go in here.
I don't think it's just when you have an addictive personality, and unfortunately that it's been shown that, you know, that's also hereditary, and it's hard, man. It's hard. Like, I'm gonna put myself out there. Cookies in my house. They don't last 2 days, and we buy them, especially if they're Oreo cookies. And it's hard for me to say no to cookies. Oh no, did my camera die? Hold on.
Oh no, it was fun. Oh, and now it did. Oh yeah, it came back.
Hold on, I'll be back. Let me get it back up.
we lost him. We lost him. Okay, well, let's go. While we're doing this, while he's figuring that stuff out, we're going to play a new game. This is a new game that Alex and I came up to, and I actually really like this idea. We got this idea from Sarah, and we were talking with some of the other people when we were talking about planning for the show. And what we have coming out now, guys, is a bunch of lists, because 2023, I know, time has gone by so quickly. Sarah, it's almost over, right, Sarah? Like, I can't believe that it's mid-October.
It is mid-October, yeah.
So it's mid-October, and now what we're getting is best of 2023. And so what Alex and I wanted to do was take a look at some of these best of 2023 lists and just critique them, because you know, one of the things is, like, some of them, they're very clearly just, hey, let's get you to buy some stuff. Some of them feel like they're legit. So as these lists have coming out, we thought we'd have a little bit of fun before getting into the gaming section of the show and just kind of walk through some of these best of 2023. And you guys, I'd love to get your opinion on these things, because we have some fun ones specifically for today. So the first one we found, this is from the Insider, and this is specifically the best budget gaming laptops in 2023. Now, Sarah, you're going to get excited. You're going to get excited because the first one on the list is the Acer Nitro 5.
Telling you, Acer's got a lot of great systems. We've showcased quite a few of them this year.
Yeah. So we got so we're showing off some Acer. We've actually done some reviews of the Acer Nitro and the Acer Predator series, but the Nitro series, believe it or not, continues to actually be impressive. One of the things that we specifically talked about with the Acer Nitro is the fact that you can actually upgrade both the NVMe drive and the RAM. The keyboard's a little iffy. The screen's not going to be highest rated, but again, for less than $800, we've actually been able to do it for under $800. I'm going to have to agree with the folks here that honestly, the Acer Nitro ends up being one of the best budget gaming laptops with a lot of opportunity to do some upgrades. Now, you are obviously limited by the CPU and GPU in here, but I felt like that one was actually okay. Alex, thoughts? Acer Nitro,
Yeah,
have you had a
right.
chance to use it?
No, I haven't had a chance to use it, but I mean, for the configuration, and mostly for the price, man, $800 for a laptop that you can actually go game into this stuff. It's hard to beat. It's really, really hard to beat. So yeah, hats off to Acer. I think it's a good thing to. I'll definitely agree on the list.
Yep.
And these lists are interesting. Like what you were saying at the beginning, you gotta take them sometimes with a grain of salt, and not just look at one list. Like I like to look at different lists across different outlets, just to make sure that they are kind of agree, or at least you should be able to see some of the same or pretty close configurations or systems on the different ones, maybe at different ranks, but that will give you a good idea of what to get or what to look at.
Exactly. So anyway, I'm not going to hit on all these because then we'll be here all day, but I did like a couple of the ones I wanted to bring up. The best for $1,000, the Gigabyte G5. If you're the G5 is one of the best budget gaming laptops you can get for around $1,000. I took a look at this. We actually have used this one before. Believe it or not, Gigabyte does actually make pretty good laptops. It has an RTX 4060, a 1080p, 144 hertz. It's got a 12500H, 8 gigs of RAM, which is upgradable, 512 gig SSD, which just does actually have NVMe slots for it, and it comes with Windows 11 Home. So all in all, that was actually a pretty good sell. Overall. I was like, yeah, that's actually impressive. I would actually agree with that one. And then the other one that I thought was actually pretty interesting, which I was a little bit surprised, but they said best laptop alternative. So it was like, not only is this the best laptop, but if you don't have to get a laptop, buy the ROG Ally. I want to be really clear on this. The ROG Ally is not I don't think the ROG Ally is a laptop alternative. It is not. I mean, yes, you can put a keyboard and a mouse to it and stuff like that, but if you're using this thing as a laptop alternative, it feels like that is that's a little bit of a stretch. I don't know. Thoughts? Have you used any? It's like using a Steam Deck or a Switch as a laptop. It doesn't really fit.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, I agree with you. It's just completely odd. I don't know what I would do with that. It was interesting to see that because, like, oh, they have what do you call that? A category for that. It was like interesting. Oh no, not you again.
Yeah, I'm not saying, but I agree. No Pulse, it can be. But the other thing too is like in terms of the processor and everything else. Like I feel like, I mean, all in all, like as a laptop alternative, if you're doing papers and all that stuff, I feel like you're really kind of stretching the overall use. I'm not saying it can't be docked. I just don't feel like it's a laptop alternative. Honestly, I just don't feel like it's a great productivity, even if you're docking it. I feel like at that point in time, if you're buying the dock, the monitor, and everything else, you might as well just get a cheap, inexpensive laptop instead. I just don't feel like it works as well as what they're saying. I feel like this is a little bit of a stretch. My 2 cents. The other one that I thought was interesting as well is they also threw this thing in here for best cloud gaming. That could pretty much be anything. I think the one, like when you think about cloud gaming in general, which this one they said an Acer Chromebook. The one thing that I will say that is a limitation for things like Chromebook is the apps that work with it. I think actually getting a Windows, like a inexpensive Windows device is actually better for cloud gaming than getting an inexpensive Chromebook. I feel like that's a little bit of a stretch as well because all in all, the installation for a lot of the applications outside of just something like like if you want to use Xbox Cloud Gaming or anything like that, actually works better on Windows than it does necessarily on a Chromebook. So I don't know. I thought this was an interesting list. I don't know if I 100% agree with it, but the one thing I will say I agree on is the Acer Nitro is the best overall. That's actually a really, really good solid selection in terms of the laptop list. So I don't know. Okay, so let's go to the next one. I just wanted to talk about this because I thought this was actually pretty fun. This is, ladies and gentlemen, the best PC speakers for gaming of 2023. Best PC speakers. Okay? PC speakers. Which, I have PC speakers. I definitely have PC speakers. But mine are actually I use Sonos. So everything that I have in my house is Sonos. I've got mine hooked up via Sonos. But I do know that this does matter to people. So I wanted to go through these. I think the thing that's more interesting about this list is the amount of RGB that connects with PC speakers on this one, right? So here we go. kicking off the list. Number one.
RGB is what defines frames per second and sound quality. I don't know why even you're hesitating on that.
So here we go. Logitech G560 speaker system, RGB. Look at the number one, the Pro. RGB lighting with excellent light sync. Look at that. I mean,
light sync. So when you're bobbing your head at the same beat as the RGB.
Let me ask you this: if number one shouldn't number one on PC speakers, no matter what, the biggest pro actually be the sound, right? Like, isn't that?
Yeah, that's the reason you're getting speakers. So I don't know why RGB is number one.
I mean, it feels like that should be number one on the list. Is that you should sound like if it's not? I mean, like the great subwoofer ends up being number 4. I also like that in this Pro it says great subwoofer and then the con is large subwoofer. So it's like, hey, it's great, but it's too big. So, but yeah, then it goes from there. Okay, the Logitech, the second one, does not have RGB, so I don't even know why this is on the list.
It should be off the list. It has to be off the RGB.
If it doesn't have RGB, why is it even on this list? I mean, that's all I'm going to say. Then, hey, the Pebble Pro, guess what? RGB on this one. I want you guys to count how many of these have RGB and how many don't, right? Like, this is just telling you how important RGB is to the PC gaming community. That's all I have to say. RGB, wallet-friendly price, portable and compact, and then obviously RGB lighting, weak bass. I mean, and again, I feel like bass is super important, but I mean, that goes from there. Here we go right here. SteelSeries Arena, RGB, but RGB isn't even on the list on this one. Look at it's got 2 colors of RGB. That's a lot of speakers. 5.1. Oh, it's very expensive. It's $550.
Ching, ching. That's some change. Amazing. So is this number one, or they're just like amazing sound output? Like, I don't know. Where's it? It's interesting. Where's the RGB?
It's on the edges. It's on the edges of the speakers. They're orange and blue. $550. Wow, I was not ready for that. Okay, and here we go right here. The Razer, this is the Namo. I have to give Razer, always got to give them points for names, right? The Razer Namo. This has, it has Spotlight. It's got Spotlight, RGB. It's $450, so it's not as expensive as this other one, and it's 7.1. So yeah, there you go, RGB. I don't know, Alex. What is your speaker, your PC speaker sound system? Like, how do you do it?
No, headphones actually. I have headphones because my man cave doesn't have a door, so I had used the most headphones. But in the house, I have, just like you, all over the house, I have Sonos. And I used to have a very old Logitech 5.1 that they're here somewhere, probably to be donated pretty soon. But no, it's just headphones. It's easier. I have my Corsair S80s. These are, that's what I play video games. And I have these. I think these are called Shure 150s, 115s for you guys. So that's what I use. Sorry, no nice big speakers like you, Robey.
I'm trying to understand, I have to say, the fine folks over at Discord calling something out. This review says 7.1. Nowhere in this thing does it say 7.1. It says 2.1. So I'm trying to understand where they're getting 7.1 from. It says advanced 7.1 surround, but when you look at the thing, it says 2.1.
Well, 7.7, usually that's the amount of channels of speakers that you have. And if you only have 3, that means he has a speaker and a boombox, so that's 2. You might know how to count, sometimes.
It says 2.1.
Yeah.
I mean,
I wonder if it was like me, if somebody had their glasses off and they just couldn't see you. Like, is that a 2 or a 7? Oh, it's definitely a 7.
Yeah, I have no idea. I mean, it does, yeah. Sometimes, you are right. Sometimes these end up being, facilitated by ChatGPT. But, yeah, I do not know this one. All I know is that I thought it was interesting to go through this list outside of the fact that this is, it's saying all of them have RGB. But I don't know why it says advanced 7.1. That doesn't seem to go in there. I don't know. I haven't ever used any of these stuff. Like I said, my surround sounds, my system for my one, all of my PCs have sound. All of them are connected to the Sonos Dolby Atmos systems. But I will say, like, my go-to for a long time was like Klipsch. So for a long time. So yeah.
Well, that isn't no. Are those also the same guys for stereos in the car, or is that them wrong?
Yeah. Yeah, if Faith Makes a Way says there are soundbars that obviously simulate more channels. They have more drivers. I mean, like, I've seen some of those soundbars that, like, basically they'll have like a ton of speakers on the soundbar or whatever it was. So it's like, it's actually pretty crazy.
The Sonos Arcs is like has three or I think it's 3 drivers, because it mimics your center and your left and your right, if I recall correctly.
Yeah. It says Kochi says the audience is now deaf. I don't know what that is, but okay. So next one on the list, I got to talk about this one because we actually have an option, and I was going to ask Tom, who's actually here. We're going to get a link to that one. Tom, if you can Discord DM me the one that we're going to show. This one I also thought was interesting. I actually don't agree with most of the things on this list, and this is best gaming laptop backpacks of 2023. I think that this is essentially, this is from the gamers, same people who talked about the 7.1 surround sound system on a 2.1 speaker. But the one thing that I would say is this is basically best gaming laptop backpacks that have a gaming company on the name. Because we actually have this Amazon one that we've had, which is awesome, that we keep recommending, that I think is actually the best gaming laptop, and it's like crazy cheap, and we've actually put it up a number of times. So I'll get that from Tom here in a minute, but here's their list. And I want to know if you guys agree with me when you look at this list here, because every one of these just has the name of a gaming company on it. But I don't think that makes a great gaming laptop backpack, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, and the other two is, I'm guessing, all in all, like, going from there. So yeah, I don't know if this is actually whatever it is. And I'd love to know. I think the poll that just came out from Matt is ideal. Like, how many of you guys actually use these best of articles? So first and foremost, they say the Razer Rogue gaming laptop. It's 33 liters. But the other two is, like, it doesn't have things like, I like the charger, all that sort of stuff. So there's actually some, like, I'm going to get you the list here of the really, really good one here in a minute. But this one, Razer, this is the only one that doesn't have a gaming name on it. It's the Swissgear 1900 Smart Scan laptop backpack, which is 31 liters and weighs 53, and it looks like something out of, like, 1996. This one has Predator on it. This one has Alienware on it. And then there's this, and then they were like, oh, you know what? Probably people are going to judge us. Let's put the Amazon Basic laptop on there, which, I mean, dude, this thing does legit look basic. Yeah, the Swissgear ones are nice. I'm not Gunlogger. I'm not saying they're not nice. I'm just saying, like, Dell. A Dell is a gaming lap? No. You know what I mean?
No.
And then the Targus, which, I mean, like, again, this one actually, I have to say, this one actually looks pretty rad. I might actually.
Yeah, the Lenovo looks nice. That was like the only one I kind of liked from there.
Yeah, and then they have the Alienware. And then they said the Carhartt was number 2, and then number 1 was the North Face Vault laptop bag. Yeah. So I'm gonna get you guys the list here. Let me show you. Here's what I think. If you're gonna buy, if you really need a laptop bag, guys, this is the one. This is the one that I would recommend right here. This is like, and I want to show you this. This is, here you go. Just for the sake of it. Is it attractive? Not necessarily, but wait until you see, here we go. This is called the Maytian Travel Laptop Backpack. I want you to look at this right here. 89,652 ratings. It's got a USB charger. Look, I mean, like this thing actually looks like it's actually a solid laptop. And all in all, like, look at all of the stuff that it essentially has. Like, all of the things that those other laptop bags, and it's not even, I mean, it's $29, and you can apply a $10 coupon. And look at all the colors. I mean, there's probably a color, Sarah, there's got to be a color in here you'd like, right? I'm just saying. I feel like these people who make these top 10 lists aren't looking at some of the other options here, you know?
Oh, Yeah, that's why you have to take those lists with a grain of salt, right? So like, okay, who's writing this and what's their actual recommendation, and you start looking at the things like, well, that doesn't make sense. So that's when that's kind of a couple of flags that you have to be aware of and kind of looking into it.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, I'm just saying, as we go through these articles and all that sort of stuff, remember, guys, use your thinker. Definitely go look at the reviews and stuff like that. But dude, when you have like something that has like 89,000 reviews, that might be better. Okay, this is the list. This is the list that I have been dreading going through, guys. This is. Oh, just be ready. Just be ready. Okay, so this list. This is from TechRadar, which I do like TechRadar.
Huh?
TechRadar. Best gaming PC 2023 desktops for serious PC gamers. Serious PC gamers. Here we go, guys.
Okay, Robey, you're not serious. I'm definitely not a serious gamer.
Yep. Uh-oh. Here we go. Here it is. Number 1 on the list. The Lenovo Legion Tower 5i. So, number 1, that they're saying the best gaming desktop for serious gamers is the Lenovo Legion 5i. Now, let me be honest, not Falcon, not main gear, not. Nope. There are. I'm just saying.
iBuy or Cyber.
Not iBuy power, not Cyber power. Like Legion. I do not have an issue. Actually, I do not have an issue with the Legion Lenovo towers. They have good airflow. This is not the best, nor is it the best price in terms of the thing. So I'm just saying, again, this is why we always want to point these things out, because nothing against Lenovo or anything. They make solid desktops. But this is definitely not the number 1. If you're trying to go find the best gaming thing for number 1 on the list is Falcon or one of those guys. Just saying, sus for sure. Keep going. This is the HP Victus, number 2, the HP Victus. Again, nothing against. Look what the graphics say, Alex. Up to NVIDIA GeForce RTX 360. I don't even know what that is.
60? It's a 360 GPU, man. NVIDIA 360. That's wow. Is that like in the age of Voodoo graphics back in the day?
I mean, this thing looks like it's just. I mean, this thing just looks like
it has a V.
I know. It just looks like the poor components are just melting inside of this thing right now. They're saying number 2. It's got solid 1080p performance, doesn't take up a lot of space, lots of accessible, very affordable. Cramped design may lead to overheating. Construction could be more robust. Your number 2 should not have those things on the list. Really? What is that? How can that be? That can't be your. What? What? I mean, it's just this is I mean, this list is atrocious, guys. This list is atrocious. Look at this. Glass side panel is pointless. What does that even mean? Can you not see it? I don't know, man. This one made me mad, guys. And then number 6. This is the only Origin, the only one that's on there. And this was gaming PC with the best cooling. I am telling you, I can't even tell you how many of my community members are literally crawling in their skin right now. Don't get me wrong. Actually, the Cronus actually is a pretty good airflow case, but it is nothing against Origin. It is not the best PC with best cooling. I don't even know if people are gonna. I don't know if people are gonna be able to handle this.
I am actually surprised that Origin made it to the list compared to the other runner-ups.
I know. I just don't get me wrong. Guys, I have 2 Origins on my desk. I use a lot of pre-builts from here. I have Zydax on here. We have Falcon on here. We've got Origin on here. Actually, I'm looking around. I have 2 custom built PCs.
Falcon Northwest is
there's 6 PCs right here. That's actually pretty dumb. But I'm just saying that, guys, this is not a good list. Please don't again, I would say head over to discord.gg/Intel Robeytech.gg/ or discord.gg/Robeytech. Point being is, head to a good, reputable Discord server, community server, etc., to have a conversation about this versus just going with a list here. Yeah. Or you can build your own. But not everybody likes to build PCs. That is not.
Good question.
That is, yeah. What's up, Alex? What's up?
Do they have a how to build DIY PC?
They did actually. They did actually have which I agree with this. It's a best for newbie builders, and I actually thought of everything that I saw in here. It was the Corsair PC build kit. So I thought this was actually pretty cool that they actually did this, because I do agree that this PC build kits, either from NZXT or getting it over from Corsair, are actually great ways to go and get into it, get your handheld, and actually get your own custom built PC with all of the warranty support and everything that comes with the pre-built system. So if you build the PC and then you get done and you have an issue, you still have only one company to talk to get everything fixed. So I've done a number of these. I've done the NZXT BLD kits, and I've also done the Corsair build kits as well, and they're actually very, very cool. If you wanted to get into PC building for the first time, this is a great way to get into it. Yeah. Electric Yoshi, you are a brave man. Anytime somebody says going to Reddit, that is
yes, I live in Reddit, and yes, man, you are brave. You see, I used to have hair before I went to Reddit.
Yeah, you gotta put on your thick boy skin. I mean, dude, that's like Sarah, you actually had a really good. I think we had a really good anecdote. You and I were having a conversation just the other day about a young gentleman who came and talked to you with his dad at PAX, right?
Oh, yes.
This is why finding the right community can be so important, because I think some communities, and nothing against what Electric Yoshi is saying, but some communities will beat you up because you don't know. And that's not okay. Let me just say, not okay. But you want to tell a little bit about that story, Sarah?
Yeah, it actually was great, because it was the first time at PAX East we had kind of like an insider lounge, and we were really telling a lot of folks about this amazing community that we have. And this dad, he was great. He was being really protective of his son and said, listen, we've been on a lot of Discord servers and they can be very toxic. He just wants help building the PC. And where can he go to ask questions? And people are helpful but won't ridicule him. And it was a little heartwarming that I felt so confident that he could be a part of our community, and that folks would really kind of answer his questions and mentor him into some of the issues that were coming up. So it was a nice experience.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying is, a lot of times, guys, you have finding good communities, and I mean, Intel actually has a really great one here, but unless you talk to Matt, that is fair. Don't talk to Matt. Matt's a big meanie. Matt's a big meanie. But for the most part, finding the right community to ask questions. But the one thing that I really hate, and kind of why we're having some fun with these top 10 lists, is that a lot of them are either sponsored, so you have to be really careful about the information. So don't just go off of something that you read like this, especially when there isn't even an NVIDIA 360. You know what I mean? It's just, you got to go and so we're giving you some places, and you guys are already a part of that, to go and ask those questions and get into it. So, RIP Tech Radar. Last thing on the list, I thought this was funny. I just wanted to show this one. This one we won't take long, and then we'll get right into some Assassin's Creed here pretty quick. This article, this one made me laugh. Best handheld gaming PCs you can buy. To be honest, I know there's I can think of 5, right? There's not many. So I thought this article was pretty funny in terms of coming out. Right here. So here are the best handheld gaming PCs you can buy.
Yeah.
And the other thing too is 2 of the other, of the 3 they have here, 2 of them, the A and the Neo, the Neo 2S is one, but there is actually another company. But this is I was like, why does this need a list?
Exactly. There's 3 or 4. Last night, this is 11 p.m. I'm going through all these news articles and this list. Is oh, this is so weird. I didn't get it. Like after I was done going through all the list, that it was like, oh my god, these are just. Oh my
Yeah.
God. It was like, oh god.
It was, yeah, it did not make me happy. And yes, Viptis, you're absolutely right. 1X player. And actually they probably, for those who don't know, if you are honestly looking for another handheld that is an alternative, these guys have been doing it longer pretty much than some of the other brands. It's called the 1X player. And this, I'm going to show you here. This is what I might consider more of a laptop alternative. So like their One Netbook 5s, they have their 4Ss. This is their portable gameplay. I have a number of these, but 1X player, it's funny because like people talk about the Legion Go, but these guys have been doing detachable controllers and stuff like that for a long time. And these are both AMD and Intel powered options with like, they come with keyboards and all that sort of stuff. Really another option, but it's funny that this wasn't even on the list, right? These things are like, this company's been around forever. So it's just like, it kind of makes me cringe a little bit when you're like,
or like Bipidus said here earlier, the 1X player. I think you had one of those, don't you, Robey? Like, yeah, I thought you were playing with that.
Yeah, I actually I like, this was all, like the 1X player was kind of like, it was what the cool kids were using before the Steam Deck and everything else kind of came out. And then now it's like, honestly, the Steam Deck made stuff like the 1X player like just that much better because sometimes they have a tendency to be more powerful than what you even get on the Steam Deck because they're powered by pretty powerful mobile CPUs like your 12th gen, 13th gen mobile CPU stuff, which is actually pretty cool. So, yeah.
I feel like.
Go ahead, Sarah.
I feel like we could actually put together some really good lists between what's going on in the chat and everybody kind of chiming in. I think we may have to do something with some holiday lists or something in our
that's a good idea.
Kind of share everybody's feedback here. There's been a lot of good comments in chat going on.
Yeah, and guys, this is why it's funny because I know a couple people are saying you're seeing a little bit of a salt. The salt that's coming out of me is more like I hate that people follow these lists sometimes because they're just terrible. But one of the things I enjoy about doing this stuff with you guys is that you guys, like there's an education, there's a level of knowing here, and you guys understand when you see something like this, you're like, what is this? And you see it from you see it from just a community that talks and chats and all that sort of stuff. Best people PC to game on while roasting chestnuts on an open. Yeah, exactly, DePoet. Yeah. somebody's having a little fun as we get into the holiday season. Now, I did want to let you guys know, I did want to go through the CBS actually released like top gifts of Christmas. But Sarah was like, it's not even Halloween yet, Robey. We can wait until November. Like, but I was just like, I wanna look at this stuff. I love
singing carols.
Oh man. I mean, I wanted, but she was like, Overlord came in and took it away from us and all that sort of stuff. Guys, it is game time. And one of the things that we have gotten feedback from is just that we haven't had, the gaming stuff hasn't been as much of a focus as it should be. It's one of the big things that we want to have as a part of the Intel Morning Show is showing you the latest and greatest games that essentially come out. And obviously we just got finished doing some really cool stuff with the team down at Blue Horse Studio, and you guys are going to see some videos and stuff on that. But we are doing Assassin's Creed Mirage has partnered with Intel, specifically in this case, with their stuff for ARC GPUs and of course their CPUs. Is an Intel sponsored game. And so we wanted to celebrate a little bit with obviously giving you guys game codes, which we've been giving away over on discord.gg/Intel. So you should head over there if you want to get in on that. And at the same time, playing the game. So the way that we're going to do this is we're going to do this in two parts. First thing we're going to do is we're actually going to have Alex kick it off with the intro, play through the intro. We're going to kind of focus on that. And then once about 45 minutes in, then we're going to do is we're going to switch over to me. I'm actually a little bit further in the game, and we'll show you some gameplay within Baghdad. But we wanted to give you a really good introduction to this game. Now, Alex, before we get too far, tell me the specs of what you're playing on so people can set an expectation in terms of what they're going to be seeing from a gameplay perspective.
Yes, so Well, what I currently have on the system that I'm running, which we're also streaming and doing all this, is a Core i9-13900KS with a ROG or ROG Hero Maximus. It has 32 gigabytes of RAM. It has a RTX 4080. It has a 1.5 terabyte Optane drive, and let me see. I have that here. And it has a 360 IO from MSI. I forgot the actual name of it, but yeah, that's what I'm actually running right now.
Okay, cool. So again, what you're going to see is pretty high-end graphical gameplay, right? Like, so you're like, we're going to be running with all the bells and whistles and go from there. So I'm going to mute the music because we just want to have gameplay sound. So if you want to get the game up and going,
Let me get all this stuff ready. Give me a second.
yeah, he's going to get all the stuff. So somebody asked, what is the show normally about? It's about nothing. It's a show about nothing, guys. That's pretty much what it's about. What is that? I'm going to go to full screen because I have no idea what Alex is. What? Wait, what? I wasn't even expecting that. So the show is, for those who don't know.
Alex's thought of the day.
I know. I'm just going to leave this on here because it's worth going. With the way the show works is that essentially this is the Intel Morning Show. We usually have about an hour of gaming news and ruckus, followed by about an hour of gaming. Today's we're going to be checking out we're going to be checking out Ubisoft's Assassin's Creed Mirage. It's about you guys interacting with us, asking questions, tech questions. We are live on Discord, Facebook, and Twitch and YouTube. Right now, there's a cool 360 or so people hanging out with us right now, which is always super cool. That's what happens. The show happens usually on Fridays, right now, sometime Friday, sometimes in the morning, sometimes in the afternoon. It all depends. So yeah, that's what it is. It's about dad jokes. BlackRock, you're absolutely right. It is about dad jokes too. So we're gonna have Alex back in a minute. I'm gonna go to side by side again. Oh, I'm sorry. I switched and then I shouldn't have. Alex, what? Yes.
Oh.
Oh, it's so good.
Alex for the win again.
Yeah, we're ready now. Yeah, we're gonna have a new emote on Discord. Alex is he's having too much fun. So where did you get this costume?
This one was a last minute thing when I actually found it in Amazon and kind of have rushed deliver it because it was like, oh my god, my fans are expecting me to deliver. We had what was it, a budget diesel last week or 2 weeks ago. Now we have the Alex here playing.
No Pulse said, Lex, did you join a cult? I think so here's the question. How many times will Alex's hood get in the way of him actually enjoying any gaming? Because he is literally tried to lift his hood up a number of times. By the way, what is up with the thought of the day? Did you just come up with that? Because that was actually pretty amazing.
Came up with it. I got it. The actual quote, I found it somewhere, and I thought it was pretty funny that to have it here, but make it look like, have me very, very pensive. So I want to try to do that once a week. Have one of those crazy, inspirational quotes.
I like them. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for making me think so much about soy milk, which is more than I've ever wanted to. Hola. Yeah, okay, so we're jumping in. We're going to be playing a new game. For those who don't know much about Assassin's Creed Mirage, let's give you guys a little bit of a rundown while we're at it. Sarah, you want to talk a little bit about Assassin's Creed? Do you know much about it? What do you know?
Oh goodness, you caught me before, and I have a hard time because the storyline. I don't want to give out any spoilers. So I'm having, okay, chat, tell me, do you want any game spoilers or no? I don't want to ruin it.
So okay, so let's kick it off in here. So Assassin's Creed Mirage, for those who don't know, actually is it's actually an add-on. It's a continuation about a character who actually played, who was actually in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And it's basically giving you a little bit more backstory about this character and some robustness. Now, this character was not the most popular character in Assassin's Creed Valhalla, but one of the things that really has been lauded for this particular title is kind of the return to roots, because the original OG Assassin's Creed was set in the Middle East. This is now basically in Baghdad, and all in all, you are playing the story of a guy who very much wants to get into the Assassins organization and stuff like that. So that's where we're picking it up, and then that's kind of where we're at right now. And then is your sound on, Alex? You have it all set up? I heard it before. Okay.
Is it music coming through or no?
I do not hear it this time. So.
Let me figure it out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was originally, yeah, right. It was originally supposed to be DLC.
Easy, Basim. Breathe. Was it the Jinni again? And what did our friend want this time?
To strip the flesh from my bones? Dine on my innards? Never has much to say, yet it leaves its mark. I can still feel it crawling on my skin.
Hardly original. You should tell it as much.
Forget the Jinni for the moment. The day is new. There is work to be done. Derwish has left another contract.
Who for? Them again? We would make more money selling water to a camel.
Come, Nihal. Where is your sense of duty?
Duty does not fill our bellies.
No, but it does enrich the soul.
I will be outside.
Let's go outside. Wait. Salmon. What is this?
So have you played this at all yet, Alex?
Told Nihal this would be impossible to sell when she stole it.
I'm gonna be
But
honest.
she could not resist.
So
Wonder
you're
what
getting your first introduction to it now.
So,
Look at
The
this.
sun
It's not
casts a
even
long
graphics
shadow.
scope on them.
let us not keep Derwish waiting. I cannot bear another lecture.
These contracts. It is quite a few Darwish has pushed your way now.
He knows I will come through.
You have his trust. Clear. Do you suppose you have theirs? These shadowy types?
I should hope so by now.
Then they should show it. You take all the risk and they offer little in return.
They are liberators, Nihal, not merchants.
I know the stories. Still, the price of liberty should be enough to feed us.
Wow. I got some skills. Spider-Man got nothing on me.
Yeah, I've always actually just been such a big fan of like the traversal stuff. Like it you know, it's just how natural it looks and feels, you know, as you play through the game.
it is.
I mean, it's just, I mean, it's one of the things, and all in all, like, just how much there is to do inside of this game has always been super, super rad. And remember, guys, we are giving away copies of this. Head over to discord.gg/Intel for your chance to actually end up winning a copy of this game. And seeing Alex dressed up like a assassin.
I do not want you to mistake my words for pestering. I am only looking out for you, ya Sadiki.
It is no inconvenience to stand up to our oppressors as the hidden ones do.
Do you think yourself some hero of tomorrow? The next Gilgamesh?
No. I am merely the son of a public servant who dedicated his life to the betterment of his people, only to be slighted and forgotten. But I am honored you think I could reach such heights. I may just aim for them.
That is not at all what I said.
It is what I heard.
Market. Ooh, look at all the spices.
Such crowds.
Go shopping.
Something important must be happening.
The Khalifa has been summoned to the Winter Palace. It is surely his wealthy...
Dislike counter. They usually run about an hour. They usually run about 2 hours. So we're just now getting getting into the meat of actually the gameplay section.
Perhaps they're in the mood to offer donations.
How many people have actually played Assassin's Creed Mirage?
A little sleight of hand to sharpen our wits.
If this contract will not feed us, the Khilafa might as well.
No, the game actually the game actually has 100+ hours if you do the whole quest. I mean, if you do all of the side quests and stuff like that, but if you just, apparently you can finish the main story in anywhere between 17 and 21 hours, which a lot of people have actually been really stoked about the fact that you can actually finish a game in less than like 100 hours, because that has been like, I don't know, it feels like every game has been, it's almost too much to chew off. I don't know, Sarah, if you have any thoughts on that?
No, I like it where you can actually, you know, I don't want to say snackable, but you can get through the whole game.
Agile hand.
And one of the things about Assassin's Creed, which I actually really enjoy specifically, is that in Assassin's Creed, it is definitely one of the games you can go in, do a couple missions, play for about 15, 20 minutes, and feel like you've actually accomplished something, where there's other games where that may not necessarily feel the case. So, yeah. Yeah, so somebody said the main mission. Gunliver said somebody could do the main mission in just under 10 hours.
I feel like Aladdin.
You feel like Aladdin?
Sneaky, sneaky.
Are you just robbing everybody?
But that stall, she's got some coin.
I think he starts as a pickpocket, doesn't he?
Yeah, I actually really like the pickpocket mechanic in this game. It's actually pretty cool. Oh, I didn't know the deluxe. So the deluxe version of the game actually came with the Prince of Persia. That's pretty cool.
That was a good.
Well done.
Yeah, Andrew, somebody else I know who's also actually really excited about the Japanese Samurai and Shinobi version, that Shinobi one that's coming out.
Come.
Wow, Electric Yoshi already has the new Alex. Oh, the new Alex icon's already up. Oh, look at that. He's like making sure his head looks good.
He's serious about the costumes.
No, I mean, why? I can't blame him.
Hey, look at me.
So it looks like you can pickpocket, but they can also call the guards to chase you as well.
Yeah, you can. And there's actually some, and you'll see this a little bit later on. Right now, he's kind of playing through the intro. I don't know what he's doing. Do you know what you're doing, Alex?
You know, say hi.
He's just literally going to pickpocket everybody for 45 minutes.
Hey, gotta make a living. He has a sword. We all have swords. It's really good at a key jumping. Oh wow! Anywhere, but go away. I'm down. Okay, but all right, let's go to the we're supposed to go. So we don't lose the crowd. This way. No, how about this way? This way. Oh, we made
It's
it.
got him! They're all
Good to
looking
see you.
dry. I wonder what.
Son of a little.
Hi.
Okay, here you go. Yeah, now you're kind of getting into it.
I've been waiting on you.
Someone has to plan our meals. Hold. Food. I would not flaunt that around the markets. Trust me.
Go to Saida's. She uses lots of butter.
That she does.
You
Yeah,
look weird.
Nike's 0629. Now, the one thing's nice is like with the XES super sampling stuff that they have in there and all that kind of jazz, like you don't necessarily need a incredibly powerful machine to enjoy playing the game, but yes, there is still some pretty big demands. But I mean, you got like 4K 60 FPS, you got HDR with this, so there's actually a lot of stuff. And then of course, if you have a 13th gen Intel CPU, you've see some additional optimizations, obviously, with the game as well. I think we're gonna have new Lex emotes like almost every time, guys, just because Lex likes to dress up. We've unlocked a new character in almost a new skill inside of Alex with this show.
We have not talked about my fee.
And we won't. Not until the
Just
deed
being
is
fun,
done.
you know?
You know how they are.
What a night it is fight.
Shocking.
He is just a messenger.
And you are still an errand boy. You can run on your own.
Keeping count of how many times I had to remove.
I mean, how many people are actually like huge Assassin's Creed fans? Like, do we have big Assassin's Creed fans?
I do not want to talk about it.
Ah, but I refuse to leave until you do. We need someone to offset the grouchy winds that billow from Derwish's quarters. Is he responsible for the clouds that hang above you?
Andrew, yes, that should be fine.
Be a harebrained miscreant.
Oh, really, Gunlager? What's your favorite Assassin's Creed?
I would have done the same as you.
Do you think he will tell me to leave?
Ah, Mutiya, you do not know him as well as I. So I will only say this.
Andrew, from the time that I've spent with the game so far, I would say this one doesn't seem to suffer from that one as much. Being able to enjoy the game, you know what I mean? It definitely feels more bite-sized. And the other thing too is that I don't know, it just doesn't seem to have like, you don't have to run as far to get to activities.
On his walls while he tries to sleep.
A brilliant idea. See you later, Basim.
Of course they did. They're soldiers.
What do you think, Gunlager? What did you think of Black Flag?
Wow, that was.
Some people are like big fans of Origins. Yeah, Black Flag was probably one of my favorite.
What was the final tally of what we received?
16 crates. One
Assassin's
chest.
Creed Odyssey was actually really cool. Honestly, the setting was so neat about that.
Give their handlers until tomorrow evening. If they don't show by then, we must assume they forgot about their wares. Open them up. Keep whatever catches our
That
eye.
was a lot of fun. Black
Dump
Flag.
the
And
rest.
fishing. Edge shooting.
Wait here.
Fighting with his other shooters.
Origins, you're talking about Chili Saurus? Wow, that's a lot of Assassin's Creed. 400 hours of Assassin's Creed. Okay, here we go. He's about to take out his first guy.
If I am seen, I will have to flee. Good thing I can outrun these sagging guards.
Did you guys like that Assassin's Creed took a little bit of a break, right, before coming out with a new one? And for those of you who have played Origins, do you feel like you've enjoyed the changes in this one? Yeah, I'm gonna get Alex in trouble with all my talking. They can hear me in the game.
Hold on! You're a threat! Get away!
What?
Wow, Alex is just going to kill everybody. I mean, that's the thing that I always find funny about these games is like you get done and it's like literally the entire compound's dead and the guy's like, nobody's like, wait, what's going on? Yeah, Alex can't see through his hood. He just kills everybody.
Well, if he makes a good killer, I think he would also make a great assassin. So
He was. I mean, the good thing about when we were playing, the good thing that when we were playing Dead by Daylight is he was also. If we knew he was coming, we were fine. It's when we didn't know he was coming that things got scary.
yeah, he just took out that last one really quick.
He did. He still got one more though. He's not going to leave any person alive. There's not going to be a single person left in Baghdad by the time Alex is done. The thing I thought was so interesting though about this particular character is that from what I understand, because I haven't gotten far enough into Valhalla that I saw Basim, who is the main character in this Assassin's Creed, but he was not people's favorite character. From what I understand, like most people were not a huge fan, but he seems people are like, you know, from the little bit I've played on stream, people seem to like him a bit more now.
And this is his origin story.
Yes,
right?
correct. Oh, Blondie said, nicely done. Good job, Alex.
Oh. There went his knee.
Oh, Bender, is that what it was? Okay, now he's just going to steal everything. Alex is an equal opportunity assassin. Assassin slash pickpocket slash.
An opportunity.
Black Coyote, we're giving away copies of Assassin's Creed Mirage, and we're giving away a laptop. If you want to head over to discord.gg/intel, you can enter to win. Oh, Viptis is over here making like his organized list of.
What may be what I'm looking for? I wonder what secrets this ledger holds. Maybe I can get the old grouser Derwish to squeeze a hint out of our contract.
Or Viptis, is that just the chronological order? Oh, somebody, I like the name of it. Alex, somebody called you Diesel's Creed. Like Vin Diesel Creed.
That is pretty good. Street man.
Oh my gosh. I don't like that. Come a little closer.
Still in one piece, I see.
It was all too easy.
Assassin's Creed family.
We could use some eyes around the city.
Oh my god, what's her name? From The Expanse.
I know. That makes me so happy. Her voice is so unique.
This is awesome.
Basim, what timing? Did you get it? Without a fuss.
Give it here.
You are one of them.
That voice is amazing. That voice archives should be called UNESCO.
It looks as though it was delivered this morning.
You're certain it's the chest you seek?
Just make sure you're on the main stage, Dangerous Development. Go to Intel's Discord and join the main stage, and there's about 190 people there right now.
I am your man. Derwish can attest. He has given me all your contracts.
Let me done your part.
Alex, are you there? Ruh-roh.
Uh-oh.
Sarah,
like
what did you do to him?
He didn't do anything. It wasn't me.
Sarah, why did you do that to Alex? Alex was, you know what, honestly, I have never seen Alex so happy. He was just enjoying the game, and then all of a sudden, like, it all fell apart. And I have to say, Alex, you killed Alex.
I didn't kill him.
Oh, he's back. I think. Alex, are you there?
I think he was having some problems with his camera battery.
Yeah, something killed it, though.
I don't know what. Can you guys see me?
I can see you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. There we go. Okay, we can get him back in here. Did you just crash, Alex?
The game crash. Well, split crash, I think.
No, but he's back. He's going to be good. We're trying to give you guys the full intro. I'm actually a little bit further in the game, but we want to make sure that you guys can see the full intro and get to the title sequence.
I'm almost there. I think you promise.
You're fine. You're fine. Yeah, like XSplit decided to go out on him, I guess. But luckily you can reload. Hey, where are you?
Hey, what? Keep your distance. Yeah. Keep it moving, please.
So you're gonna go. Oh, we're starting the conversation again. That's where you're at.
We could use
With you. You're certain it is the chest you seek?
I am certain. Pay the boy.
You need something stolen? I am your man. Durwish can attest. He has given me all your contracts.
Then you have done your part.
I can do more.
2 of my best men died in this pursuit. I doubt a street thief would fare much better.
Then let me join you. You have 2 openings.
She sounds great, doesn't she, Alex?
I know.
We should take
I love that voice.
Thank you, Durwish.
Listen here, Basim. You want to keep working for me? You keep your head down and your mouth shut.
Why must you embarrass yourself like that?
Like what?
Like a beggar. Desperate for them to notice you.
Desperate. Nihal, I am good at what I do. That woman would be lucky to have me.
But she does not want you. You are a street
Does-
thief with 30 feet.
Alex,
so
you
why
having fun? Are you enjoying the game?
yourself down this path?
Because being a street thief is not the peak of my
Sarah, have you
ambition.
got to play this yet?
I haven't.
World than my
By the way,
thimble
guys,
thing.
does Sarah and Alex sound better now? I think I figured it out.
Almost.
Even though they're not talking.
I was talking.
Well, now,
Did you hear?
I hear
What
you,
is
Sarah.
this?
Aha! This
Okay, I can
is
turn
my...
Alex up. Alex is like, I'm trying to manage his gameplay at the same time, too. Because he's got,
Touch me.
so you can hear the game stuff.
I will consider myself spared. You smell foul. What is that?
Yeah, you're really quiet, Alex, but that's because your gameplay volume is really loud. Yeah.
The harbor. Did you happen to see or hear any fuss over a chest?
Ah, yes, a black one. Very beautiful. Some burly guards took it with them to the palace.
You're a little quiet, but that's okay.
شكراً لك يا جاسم.
I like how we just have Alex in the corner as an assassin.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Got a place in
They want that chest, and I am going to get it for them.
Oh, yeah.
Then they will see.
There is just no getting through to you, is there?
Nope. It's all about family.
Then we will do this together. If you get caught at the Winter Palace,
Alex needs somebody to hold his hood up while he's doing this.
and I
Can
know
somebody
where we
tell
might
Natalie
scout
we're
one.
gonna race or we're gonna chat? Let's go.
That is if you can bear to follow my lead for a change.
You do not have to get involved, Hal. I know your feelings on this.
It is utterly foolish. Seems I cannot stop you.
He needs double-sided tape. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Did he lose it again? Wow, something is really killing him. All right, well, Joe, let's go to this. We'll do this. We'll pick it up here.
I think it's the stream setup. We'll figure it out before next time, guys.
Yeah. Here we go. Let's jump over here. We got it. We got it up here. We'll let him get back to his gameplay stuff here. But we'll pick it up here. So we'll jump to a little bit further on in the game. Make sure you guys can hear audio and stuff like that. There we go. Should be on. Let me know if it sounds good. It sounds good.
Yep.
Okay, so we are further along. As you can see, I've got some magical weapons here because I have the collector's edition. And let's see. Let's check out the world. We'll figure out a mission here. We got historic sites. There's a stable. I've already done the viewpoint. Stats. Let's go ahead and just do that. We'll continue the mission. So just to give you guys a little bit of history, what has essentially happened is you basically go and you rob. You break into the palace, and what happens is you end up basically killing somebody for the first time, and you run away. You then join the assassins, and then you come back to Baghdad. And so you're just trying to find out essentially the bad guys, which you can actually see here on this story here, have started to, and they're called, I forgot their name, Hidden Ones.
Just don't kill anybody.
The Hidden Ones basically have started to start taking people and killing them, and basically taking, and your biggest supporter in Baghdad has been kidnapped, and you're trying to find out what's going on, and that's where things have kind of picked up.
You end up killing the caliphate, right? That's the first time you kill someone and you kill the king.
Yeah, you basically, the first time that the king basically gets killed, and then everybody wants to, take you out because now the king's dead. They think you killed the king, which your friend kind of did.
Hey, what?
Trouble.
Got that one on the thigh.
What is your XSplit keep crashing, Alex? Hey, look, Alex, it's a donkey. Look at the donkey.
Oh my god. Where's Shrek? Right.
It's Shrek. And in the morning, we're making waffles.
I don't even suppose. I've taken years of 7. Take out the horse's legs.
Oh, shoot.
What do you see, Enkidu?
You got a new sword.
I'm trying to remember. Eagle Vision.
The pad to the left. Left pad.
There we go. Perfect. Okay, let's go. Thank you for reminding me.
You're very welcome. That's what friends are.
So there we go. Another pickpocket. I'm like Alex. I like to pickpocket people.
Covered against flies and insects. You know who you are.
Look at all the money I can get. And that window changes, by the way, like the size of the window. So you got to be careful.
What do you mean? Oh, does it get smaller or like thinner?
What is this lady?
In good time.
Oh, did you see that? I nailed it.
Wow.
Wow. I was not ready. I was like, when I saw how small that was, I was like, I am doomed. But I did it. Just saying. Can we?
Master.
I'm just saying. I was not ready for that.
You got skills, and you got nunchuck skills and video game skills.
I'm just saying. I was not ready for that. Okay. Alex, can you do a lot of the parkour he can do?
Ooh.
Parkour. I can rock climb for a couple of years, so I can do some of it, not all of it. Funny story. I was jumping onto a box for exercising, and I ate the box pretty bad.
Really?
Yeah. On my shin. I had two knees on my left leg. Yeah, that's me right there. Parkour.
Parkour. Parkour.
You have to say that, Robey. Go. Parkour.
Parkour. So what I'm looking at is trying to use your bird.
Oh, I didn't know you can use your bird. Too. Pretty cool. I haven't got my bird yet. That's pretty cool.
So you can also explore the outskirts, right?
Yeah, there's like historical sites and stuff like that as well.
Dude, the map is pretty sick because it's like detail level. It's not just like a regular map. You can actually zoom.
There he is. I found him.
I mean, it seems like you're going to have to find a horse or a camel to get to the
You
outskirts.
have a camel. You have
Do
a
you
camel.
have a camel?
Yeah, you have
Look
a
at
camel. Oh, and the camel. Oh, let me call the camel. Not that one.
So
Go.
Oh, that was not what I wanted to do.
Ocarina of Time with the carrots.
See?
Oh, you just whistle?
Yeah, there's my camel.
No way.
Wow.
Look at my camel.
Does he has a name?
His name is Camel. His name is Camilla.
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 It's a girl.
It's a Camelot. Its name is Camelot.
They're Camelot. There we go. Camelot.
But yeah, when you look at the map, I mean, the map in and of itself is, I mean, look at how big it is. So the area, like this, there is outskirts, right? Like there's whole other, like, wilderness. But yeah, it's like...
But you gotta zoom into the city so they can see, like,
oh,
how
the city's really cool. Yeah, yeah, when you zoom into the city.
Holy crap, that's big.
And over here, this is where Alex and I grew up, and this is where I had my first kiss, and this is where we had our first wine. We were 21 for sure.
That's where we crashed the camel.
That's where we crashed the camel a lot.
Now, have you guys tried any of the teleportation?
What?
Not this one.
Yeah.
Is teleportation? Like fast travel?
Oh, I've fast traveled, but I haven't done any of the I didn't know there was teleportation. I mean, again, I just like to ride around on my camel, you know?
Now we can say Prisali, Aligasi, Aliababua.
It's okay. Here we go, guys. Let's get off the mount. Let's get off here. We're gonna continue the mission here.
What's the mission?
I gotta talk to this guy. That's all I know. But I mean, but look at the look at how good this game is.
The texture is awesome.
I know. It's just like, and by the way, this is on. You can actually see RTX 4080, a Core i9 13900.
That may be Beshi rallying those men.
Cut down, divided, but here we remain.
Are you Beshi?
Ooh.
I am with Nur. You knew him, yes?
I knew him. Last I saw, he was being chased from the city. Does he live?
Barely.
Did we lose
He is
audio?
safe.
No.
Stubborn bastard.
Oh, okay. Just nobody was talking.
What do I call you?
Oh no, I just was listening to the story.
Very well.
Bassett. Oh, we can't hear the.
Have you a blade other than that butter knife?
You can't hear the what?
You may fancy yourself something bigger.
Oh, you don't hear it? You guys have? Is there gameplay audio, guys?
Setting off to find Ali.
Not quite yet.
I see it.
These here are only half my men. The rest are being held at the
just
harbor.
need- with this one,
Further.
Okay, I hear it. Okay, they hear it. Okay, good. Okay, good.
There may be too few of us to wage an
I've turned it up a little bit. There you
If
go.
you want to
You
save
know
your
why?
men,
Because I'm
our
not
approach should be a
actually
cautious
listening
one.
to you through the stream.
I will go quietly. Have these men lie in wait and escort those we free.
Crashed again.
Your kind all think the same way. But it is a sound plan.
It is a sound play. I gotta flee the rebels. Free the rebels. Oh, look. Treasure, Alex. I'm gonna take some treasure. I got an elixir. Get some more loot over here. What is the red? There's a dude with a key. Oh, let's not find it. Okay, so I'm gonna call Induku and get my quest objectives. Okay. The hide. What? Oh, you gotta be outside to use
Pay me
Induku?
no mind. I need your help, my friend.
You can like tag everybody, okay.
I didn't know archers could take them out.
I didn't know that either. Trying to turn around it. I don't know. Oh, okay. So is that where I think there's a treasure there? Whoa! Oh God!
Calling backup.
Oh, I forgot how to fight, dude. I'm doomed. I forgot how to fight.
There's blades in back.
Get out! Stop crouching.
Or you can just run away. That works.
That's what I'm doing. Yeah. I actually forgot how to fight all of a sudden. I was like, wait. Okay, that was not good. That was the opposite of what I needed.
I need your eyes, my friend.
So you gotta find them like until the bird can like. I forgot. I like how when one of the biggest problems I always have with games, guys, is that when you don't play it for a while and then you completely forget all the controls. You know what I mean? Like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to fight stuff.
We do challenge you with different game
all
titles
the time,
every week,
right? Yeah.
Right?
I'm like trying to understand what the fire thing is for. Yeah, stick him with the pointy end. Thanks for the information.
I've been on mute all this time.
Are you serious?
We thought we lost you.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh my god. I think we're coffee. I was saying, like, you're completely right, Robey. It is very difficult when it comes to all these fighting games because everyone has a different timing, especially when you have to parry, and parry is such a big thing when it comes to, you know, counterattacks and getting the upper hand.
Yeah,
So,
I forgot what parry was.
parry is your top right back if you have an Xbox. Sorry, left back.
You there?
If you have an Xbox controller. Oh, wait. Oh, there you go. Here's Johnny. Whoop. All right.
There we go. Oh, whoa.
Oh, the good
Where'd
old
that
kick
guy
to the back
go?
of the knee. Man, you got him in the box.
I got him in the box somehow.
It's that dude in that box.
It's no problem. That dude's just in a box.
Yep. Just FedEx it. Overnight it.
Dude, there's so many people here.
Wow, that's a lot of. Is that people? Yeah. Is that fire?
Yeah, I saw the fire too, and I didn't know what to do with it.
No.
Oh, shoot. Oh, that's just a dude. It's like, hey, look, there's just some random guy crouching there. That's fine.
Well, at least they keep whatever. They don't go pat a towel on you. There you go. That's the kinetic.
I know. I forgot how to throw.
At the bottom. So top R to aim, I think.
Oh, okay. Wow, that was that would not be how to throw.
Or the top left. So the triggers.
Oh, there you go.
There, select it.
Can I hit? I hit the fire? Is the question.
I think you hit the fire. I don't think you can hit the white side of a barn though. Oh, you almost.
I hit the fire. Does it?
Why didn't you hit the fire? Oh, there you go. As someone who has played this game before. Boom and boom goes the fire.
Yeah. Now at least I killed the guy. Oops. So.
Hey, Robey, a question. So, are there orcs nearby? Just because your blade is.
Are there orcs nearby?
You know, like in the Lord of the Rings, we could say, you know, that the blade starts to glow.
Hold on.
Once our orcs are
It
nearby.
was necessary.
That guy was gonna tell somebody.
Ooh. Oh. Having trouble breathing.
This guy's gonna tell somebody. He's just gonna come up here. Hold on. Come on, dude. Come up here.
Yep, it's no, yes, no, maybe. Dude, do the kung fu chop. Oh,
That's what he just did. There we go. No problem. That guy's dead.
I got you.
So it's the two dudes who are going to be a problem.
What two dudes? What them two? On the right?
Yeah, I'm going to try and figure out. Okay, there's that guy who is like, he doesn't know what he's doing.
Oh, those two dudes over there? Can you, like, get near behind one of them and whistle, or you're gonna have to fight them? What?
Hold on.
Oh. Nice. Wow. That broke your landing.
I'm just going to leave him dead, you know, around.
Yeah. Just leave him like, around. Maybe that will.
Where'd the guy with the key go? Oh, there he is. I like how I've left like a dead dude just in the.
Yeah, at the entrance,
in the middle of the entrance.
It's just another dead dude there. Where'd he go? Oh, there it is. There's a key. Are you the key master?
Stop right there.
You the key master? The key? There you go. Get him. Whoa.
Oh god. Oh god.
Oh. You didn't see that one coming there, buddy. All right. Let's go to the bees.
Oh, that guy's coming over. Well, the other guy's like, he's questioning. He doesn't know what's going on. There's just dead bodies everywhere. He's like, I don't really understand. What's the problem?
Nothing.
Just another dead body over here.
That's fine.
Boom. Oh. And wow.
Why did I not? Why did?
Time to hold on. Wait. Alright, kill him.
I'm gonna kill him. That was like the worst kill ever, but whatever.
It still counts.
It still counts. Everything's fine. We can eat now some food here.
Actually, you're right. It's almost lunchtime.
It's almost lunchtime. I like how that's where you went with that, Alex.
Sure. I don't mean to boast.
Alright.
I've taken the ear.
You throw a knife at one of them and then go kill the other one. Like, you know.
Okay, I got it. I forgot how to switch.
Fight.
That dude just slipped away.
Scare the crap out of that poor lady.
I'm sorry.
Get to the docks. Find Beshi.
Oh. He's free.
I saved him. Taking all the stuff that he left up here.
Princess.
I'm gonna take this. Oh, eat some more. Okay, now I'm full health, guys. Oh, new orders. Gotta get some orders, guys. Oh, there's a guy coming.
There's
Who's fighting?
Cowards won't be so lucky next time.
do evil. Get him. Get him, Robey. Get him. Whack.
Murder.
It was Colonel Mustard in the library with the candle.
Exactly. I mean, he doesn't know. Let's kill this guy who's just chilling up here. I've just left a lot of dead people, you know?
Yeah, you're kind of leaving a trail.
I mean, if, you know, it's just like, I mean, maybe people think this is like a movie set, you know?
Just like the One Piece series where they're gonna call you.
Is that any? Yeah. Maybe they just think it's like a movie set.
There you go. Discord streaming. No, I don't think so.
Guys, I know that we're having a few folks drop off, so I just want to make sure to drop in a couple of updates for next week. Do not miss out on the stream on Tuesday. I can't, it's going to be a really exciting time. So I think Matt's going to go ahead and drop in the link there. So make sure you guys sign up. You get notifications when we're going to go live there. And then some other folks were asking, are there going to be any more challenges coming up? There is. I can't say much, but we heard the feedback on puzzles and previous engagements, and you told us to make them harder. So we heard the challenge, and there is more to come. But look out, there's going to be some really, really cool stuff starting next week.
I like how you said we've said too much already, right? Like that's essentially the point of it. We've said too much already.
There's a lot to keep an eye on, for sure.
We've said too much already. We've told you too much.
Now Alex is going to show up.
We're too generous with the information. That's the short of what you've learned here today.
You know what? Since you guys are always in the know on Discord, I will give you a hint. And no, it's not going to be for US only. There is going to be a worldwide challenge. So Bipidus, you're in. And I will say, don't look just at Discord on where to find stuff. That's gonna be my only hint.
Don't just look at Discord. What was what was your hint again?
What does that mean?
You guys will realize next week, but that's gonna be my only hint.
Okay. Just a Discord.
So only go on Discord and only in the US and only with free chicken. I need to learn how to fight.
And also congratulations to all of our winners. We had 5 Assassin's Creed code game winners today, and then we also had an amazing winner of that Acer Predator Neo laptop. So congrats to everybody.
Oh, so we gave that away already.
Yeah, yeah.
I won?
You did not.
What?
But we need to get, we'll talk to you about getting that shipped out. So congrats to everybody.
Congratulations. I am so happy and proud.
That guy's got a gun. Is that? Oh, it's 11 o'clock.
It is 11.
Oh
yeah.
no! Whoa, that guy's. Whoa, that guy's still
No,
following me.
Get him! Push him over there. No! Yeah.
Oh, jump! That guy's still chasing me. They're all screaming. They're all like, Robey, Robey.
I will fight you. Your death is inevitable.
So it's
dead. That seems like a good way to end. Oh.
No.
I'm tired. I gotta learn how to play again. Okay, well, that is it for the Intel Morning Show. I want to give a huge shout out to everybody for tuning in. We've already shared way too much information. We shared way too much, right, Alex?
A little too much.
A little too much.
Especially on the deep thoughts.
Yes, on the deep thoughts and all that sort of stuff. But guys, big things coming up next week, and then the show is going to be a little bit later. We just pay attention. We don't know. We aren't aware of when exactly the show is going to be, but we will have more information on that soon, as well as the release of that 24 terabyte ARC A790 GPU that we've been hinting at forever, right? Sarah, that's the other thing you wanted to let us know?
The what?
Centibyte?
I'm sorry, your audio cut out. I didn't hear you.
Anyway, guys, have a great weekend, and we will see you guys on the next episode. Bye, guys.
Bye,
guys. Bye-bye.